Alright guys, this is Black Madonna back with another video. Oh, my slideshow don't want to work. Okay. Alright guys, this is me, Black Madonna, back with another video. I was watching, well, I wasn't watching, Vlad TV happened to come across my screen. And it showed about this woman. She said, my big boobs got me booted off my flight. So, as I read the article, it was pretty much saying that, she said that they gave her another reason for it, but it was because, you know, you could see that blouse she has on. She can't even fit all her boobs in there. I mean, they're not even basketballs. They're like watermelons. So, they booted her off the flight, but and I read that it was a $5,000 flight, so they really didn't want her behind on there. But she got another flight out, and so I guess everything went okay. She said she's going to sue them, so I guess we'll see how that goes. But what would make a woman do this to herself? Do you think men are the problem because they lust after big boobs and big lips? I don't know, guys. Let's see. Again, it's just asking what would make a woman do this to herself. So we got these women here. The one in the middle, we have her again. This is the one that was booted off the plane. This one right here, she's the woman that Gladys Knight's son is pimping out. I think Miss Lowdown did a video on her, and it was saying that he gives her 9 months off out the year, but not for her to go on vacation. The other 3 months are for her to do more surgery. So every time you see her, she's like getting bigger and more enhanced, and her lips are getting bigger. It's just like crazy. And these other two women are just big-breasted women. I mean, they wouldn't got their boobs done. I just don't get it. So it's saying here that in today's culture, a new and sometimes dangerous challenge seems to pop up frequently. When it wasn't the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge in the summer of 2014, it was the Cinnamon Challenge of 2013. The latest to take social media by storm is the Kylie Jenner Challenge. To participate, teens use shot glasses, cups, or bottles to suction their lips. The result is what Elle magazine dubbed the Kylie-esque lips. So, look, this was a tweet. This person tweeted, Share Lord Updates, tweeted that, guys, I did the lip challenge thing. Please do not be stupid like I was and do it. Look how he messed them lips up. I tell you, that's why we have to be careful what we do in front of teens. Here's another one. Although numerous dermatologists are warning against this new fad, those partaking in the challenge are risking significant pain, permanent disfiguration, or bruising in the hopes that they'll end up with plump and pouty lips like 17-year-old Keeping Up with the Kardashian star Kylie Jenner. Teens are documenting their results on Vine, Instagram, and more. Most appear shocked and sometimes horrified by the outcome. Look how her lips were before and look afterwards. I tell you guys, we have to watch what we do in front of these kids. Alright, so this article tells you that for those calling this cultural appropriation, I'm not so sure I agree, the person says. People of all races, genders, and ages seem to be participating. So I don't think that that's the main issue. Aside from the obvious health warnings associated with this trend, my concern is that these teenagers participating in the challenge aren't aware of the history associated with black people and big lips. White Americans in the 19th century used blackface, along with other racist black stereotypes, as a form of entertainment. While these racist distortions of black features were seen as a joke, the racism and prejudiced depictions along with the idea that black people were both racially and socially inferior to Caucasians, carried on for years. You see them big lips? That's what they're trying to emulate. One of the more prominent racist illustrations was the pickaninny, which used to be a dominant caricature of black children. They were reportedly described as having bulging eyes, unkempt hair, red lips, and wide mouths, into which they stuffed huge slices of watermelon. Oh, Lord. Those same red lips and wide mouths are being imitated and mocked by today's youth. So my issue with the Kylie Jenner challenge extends far beyond one girl and her lips. My problem is that history has mocked the natural features of black people, namely women, for a long time. Dark hair, big butts, and big lips were seen as ugly and problematic. That is, until a white girl got them and they became trendy. It's despicable that the qualities I was born with used to be undesirable until Jenner and other white girls came around and made them popular. So we are saying that imitating black women's features are one of these reasons that these women are going out and getting these big lips. Well, that's really weird. You know what? If I hadn't read that, I probably wouldn't believe it, but it's true. I went to Help Pages and I seen some posts, and it was asking, why do men think women with bigger lips are more beautiful? So these are some of the answers. One of them says, not all men do. Some think they are grotesque. For example, Angelina Jolie, smoking body but grotesque lips. Others just think they are funny, but I guess we all like them when they make a little tight O around your P. Y'all know what he talking about. All right, then this other one, well, that was posted 12 years ago, so these are old posts, but it still lets you know that even back then, this is how long it's been going on. So, this post was 11 years ago. The other one was 12 years ago, and it says, an observer of human nature, I think women are as much concerned with they are as much concerned with what other women think as what a man thinks. I don't know about that, guys. I don't know. Maybe. I guess you'd have to be gay. But why would a woman think that another woman want her to have grotesque breasts? Oh, well. So, I think it has something to do with male oral fixations, says this other post. That all these were posted 11 or 12 years ago. As a guy, you probably think a lot about usage of the lips, like kissing, and big lips make better tools for these kind of tasks. See, man, you guys are just, you're just thinking about what them lips can do, not what they look like. Because, it doesn't look it doesn't look right on the woman, but I guess it feels good on you guys. So not all men, from what I see, it looks sexy, but it depends on the woman. Not all men, okay, from what I see, it looks very sexy, but it depends on the woman. And then we got another one that says, because almost every man is in love with Angelina Jolie, or they like Angelina, even though he's likely not aware of it. Joke language. I think that their large, voluptuous lips suggest things about other parts of the female anatomy, like perked nipples, full lipped labia, a lovely belly button. But maybe, just maybe, that large lip women have large hearts and offer men more of the mystical woman lure than we can't help but adore. Okay, so maybe, just maybe, that large lip woman has a large heart and can offer men more of the mystical woman allure that we can't help but adore. Oh, that's sweet. All right, then, so, this is our last one. While women are very emotional and love to be touched, men are very visual. Men get aroused by what they see. Just think about all the things that turn men on. Big breasts, sexy walks, big plump lips, lingerie, porn, all these things are visual. To answer your question, they can imagine more about it because it is more visible. Okay. So that's what men. That's why men like big lips so far. I mean, there's probably hundreds and hundreds and thousands of more reasons, but can't put all that in this little short video. You know, I'm trying to keep my videos short so I can keep your attention. You know, people don't like too long videos. It got to be really interesting, I imagine. So then I went to Tango, and Tango says, your Tango rather, says that there's 5 scary ways your boobs impact your mental health. Because I was thinking, all right, so the first reason is that because they're trying to emulate the black woman. The second one is that men seem to want them to do it. And the third thing is the mental health. So I'm thinking maybe, you know, it's a mental thing. Because if you see that your boobs are that big, or your lips not supposed to be that big, or you're behind, I think that, you know, maybe your mental is really a little off. But that's just me. So anyway, Tango says that when you think about your boobs, do you ever stop and think about how they can impact your mental health? I'm a person with an anxiety disorder and depression. They're talking about this article, not me. It's not out of the ordinary for me on a bad day to cancel my plans because I can't find a shirt that feels right on my skin. But I've never really stopped to think how my boobs have affected my mental health. It turns out that maybe I should. Our boobs are something we struggle with as women. No one, it seems, is perfectly pleased with the way that their boobs look. But this dissatisfaction can have seriously negative results on a woman's health and happiness. So as we continue, studies about women's breast and mental health reveal some pretty shocking truths that make it clear that we need to change the way society teaches women to think about their bodies. It's literally a matter of life and death. Here are some of the ways our boobs can seriously affect our emotional well-being. All right? Okay, way number 1. Boob size causes depression and unhappiness. 70% of women report feeling unhappy about their breast size. That's right. Being told your boobs are too small or too big, being unhappy with how they look, that can cause general unhappiness. This unhappiness is a driving force for women who are getting breast augmentations, which is still the number 1 most popular cosmetic surgery being performed today. All right, so number 2, you can get body dysmorphia. The way we see our boobs is informed by popular culture. Because of this, we have lost the ability to see our boobs as they really are. It's like a gender-wide body dysmorphia. Boobs come in all shapes and sizes, but our brains refuse to believe that. John Zanis, a plastic surgeon from North Carolina, says, we have this idea that upper breast fullness is beautiful, and that is really something that rarely occurs naturally. Number 3, boobs create adolescence insecurity. Because being a teenager isn't hard enough, as a developing woman, it can feel miserable to develop too slowly and feel left behind. It can also make you feel miserable to develop big breasts too quickly. Studies have shown that girls who develop big breasts early are at higher risk for eating disorders, drug uses, and depression. 3% of all breast augmentations performed in this country are performed on girls between the ages of 13 and 19. Oh my God. So, in summary, we have discovered that there are at least 3 reasons why women would take such drastic measures to look appealing to men. Some say some women are reacting to what they think other women think about them. I already spoke on that. They must be thinking about a gay woman. And the reason why I have that picture over there is because she's a natural large woman. So some women, when they're big like that, they'll go ahead and the doctor will readily, if it doesn't affect their health, help them reduce their breasts, because that does seem to be, a health hazard with, the breasts hanging down like that. It could be heavy on her back and, things like that. So I just don't think that. I just beg to differ that I don't want to see a woman with grotesque lips and boobs. Now, like I said, if a woman has naturally big breasts, lips, hips, or big behind, I'm not speaking to you because you have not altered your body. Okay, so in summary, it started out with Kylie Jenner, with the teenagers wanting to look like her. The older women would try to emulate the black women that they have made fun of all of her life. I guess that's a real hater. So men just like everything. So men, they just like everything big on a woman because it is sexually arousing, and big lips mean more arousal from having oral sex. So it could be caused by mental illness for someone to go to that extreme in the first place. Then after botched surgeries or the decision to change one's mind, all that can cause low self-esteem and bad mental health or even suicide attempts. So, yeah, I had that last one in there, but I would just be repeating myself about if you're naturally big-breasted or have big lips or big hips. I'm not talking to you. Some women are just large and don't need to enhance them. While the African women are sometimes, they're just voluptuous, even though you can see them in the background with them big old breasts. But that's it, guys. I started out watching that article that TMZ had on the woman that got kicked off the plane because her breast was too big. A $5,000 flight, guys. And then, then you see that, it started out with these young kids wanting to have lips like Kylie Jenner. And then they're trying to emulate the black woman with their big lips. See, they talk about the black woman, but then now you see them all emulating it. Now that it's after they've talked about the black woman and degraded her, now the white women want the big lips and the big butt and stuff, and it's okay. But that's just the world we live in. We still got to be proud of ourselves. These are the bodies that God gave us. We shouldn't have to go and get surgery. We should just be satisfied because, it's just think about it. If you're trying to do this to attract a man, if you attract that man and then you lose all that, then he ain't going to want you no more because that's not what he fell in love with. So you might as well let him fall in love with the true you. Just be a beautiful person and let your beauty shine through. It will. So guys, yeah. And I know the Bible says for us to not to be putting on the gold and the makeup and all that stuff. Not to be wearing the pants. So I don't really follow the Bible like I should, but there are some good things in the Bible. So we should just be, good women with good spirits. And we have to teach the young women and be better examples for them, so that they don't go out here and think that they need to, enhance their lips or their behinds for men. That they should want to be beautiful for first God and then themselves. All right, guys, as usual, you have a great one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell.